All right, this next one we are working on dorsiflexion. So dorsiflexion is when you're pulling your toes back towards your knee, as opposed to plantar flexion, where you're flexing your toes away. These are both super, super important in football or anything really, but especially in football. And even more so, the reason you need strong mobility and stability is you're going to be multiple times during a game, dorsiflexed and plantar flexed. You need to be able to be fully plantar flexed or dorsiflexed and twist and not get injured. This is where most ankle injuries are going to happen, is when you're fully plantar flexed or fully dorsiflexed and a twist happens in either way, and that's when you're really going to be extending and stretching those ligaments. So we're going to try to build strength, mobility, and elasticity in those areas so that when there's a lot of force applied, it can snap right back into place without the ligaments or anything getting super inflamed, making it painful. I know a lot of you guys, like myself, have had to struggle with some ankle injuries. All right, so this one, you're going to start on the ground. This heel is as close to your glute as you can. We're going to be focusing on driving your knee as far forward as you can. You're going to start by using your hands as a little bit of assistance, but you're really pushing that knee forward and then sitting back down. The further forward your hands are, the less you're going to get help from. So if you really need help, you're starting back here, you're really pushing. This is the easiest. The hardest will be out here or even with no hand, where you're really just driving. You're going to also feel it in the other leg a little bit. I'm not quite to the point, but the next level, if you get all that down, would be lifting this leg all the way off the ground and driving that knee forward. Obviously, without the hands would be the harder version, turning it almost into the bottom of a pistol squat. You'll obviously be doing this on both legs. Really focus, once again, guys, on that internal tension. You don't just want to be pushing your body through the movement. That's not going to work your actual strength and stability. You have to flex the muscles in your ankle, not just use your hands and glutes to push forward, or you're not going to get much of anything out of it. You have to focus on the tibialis and all the muscles in between your kneecap and your toes, so especially in the ankle, but everything in between as well, to really drive that knee forward, get as much challenge out of it as you can.